I haven't tested if I sound okay, but I haven't changed anything. Today we're going to be trying to make a wire world. Going to be trying to make a wire world cellular automata. Um, so we're going to first do define main. Now note the syntax highlighting is extremely experimental, so it's going to be interesting to say the least. So we have this here. This is our main function, and I'm going to create a board array. Hola. So I am going to hold on. Actually, so I think what I'm gonna have these be is chars, right? So that's characters. Those are 8 bytes. Um, I could have them be integers, but that's a lot more memory. That's 4 times as much memory. And I mean, I was using Python to make this compiler, so it's not like it could get any worse than that, but I still am a bit mindful of memory. Um, so I think I'm gonna have just a space be empty. So here, let's up here, we're going to say tile types, right? And I'm gonna just define these in a comment. There aren't any, there are no macros or definitions or constants yet. There's structs, arrays, um, just, a couple, there's integers and floats, there's chars, and there's string literals. Um, that's about it for data storage. There's no heap allocation yet. They're technically range literals, but you can't store those, and functions are not in a function type yet, which is very not good. Regardless, uh, I'm going to say that a space is equal to nothing, and then I'm going to say that a hashtag is equal to a unactivated wire, and I'm going to say that, so let's just say a P is a powered wire. Okay? Now this is going to be, just so I have it annotated here, this is going to be a char array, and I think I'm going to make it 8 by 8. Now, large arrays actually allocate really badly, so it takes more time at compile time to do them. So I am going to do this. There's a lot of limitations right now, so I have to be exceedingly careful with how I do everything. But okay, so 0, 1, or actually no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to go to the next line. Now, a lot of issues. I'm gonna have to do a lot of manual tabbing, which honestly is not fun at all. Yeah, yeah, I'll keep that. Oh, wait, what? No. Oh, I was hitting Control X, my bad. So, yeah, I'll do this. And so I need 4 of this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there's 8 rows. Wait, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, so there's 4 rows. So this is our map here. This would probably optimize down just fine. I hope. So just for fun, we're going to do /BCL compile, and then it's going to be test/wireworld, and I'm going to do emit binary because that's the only way I'm really going to be able to tell. I forgot the file extension, and I'm going to do this. There we go. So missing semicolon. That is true. It is missing a semicolon. I mean, it's not quite correct on the line number. Um, but I mean, can you blame it? Not really. Okay, so that didn't take too long to compile. It took 7/100ths of a second, and there's a binary. So I bet you that actually this statement got removed. Okay, we're going to define a function called drawRow, and this is going to take in a pointer, or sorry, a reference. So actually, we're going to call this row, and then it's going to be a reference a um, to a char array with 8 elements. And basically, we're just going to do for, I don't know, index in. I see there's some issues with the highlighting, so just call it C, and then it's 0 through 8. And then we're going to do print, and then here, actually, we'll do the print line later. No, yeah, we'll do print line, and we'll do this. So just empty string. And so in here, we are going to do row, and then we're going to index by C. This should actually be pretty optimized, because there's an optimization in the compiler that checks the range of a variable. So in this case, because this variable C is limited by this range in the for loop, it knows that it doesn't have to do any runtime checks for size. Not that it's really that big of a deal anyway. I mean, it would be such a micro optimization to have it or to not. Like it's not a big deal. Okay, so this prints out a row, and now we're going to define draw underscore board, and then this is going to take an argument called board, and this is going to be a reference to an 8x8 char array. So we're going to go for C in, and then we're going to go 0 through 8. Right? And then we are going to do drawRow, and we're going to give a reference to board index C. So this will give us the next row. And after that, we're going to do the same thing as before. We're basically just going to do a print line. I have forgotten a semicolon. So we're going to do the print line with an empty string. And just to test, what we will do right now is we will do draw board, and we will pass in a reference to board. So passing in a reference will mean that, we don't have to copy the array every time we want to do something with it. Because this is not happening mutably. There's no problem with passing a reference. So if we pass the reference, we can just save on memory, and it's not like either of these functions are going to change it. And even if they did, as long as that's an intended side effect, then who cares, right? So, yeah, okay, barely any extra memory. So we're going to do test slash output. And yeah, all right, all of that is empty, which is exactly what you'd expect. Now, if I draw some hashtags, right? Compile. And so that took longer because it couldn't optimize as well. And we run, we see the hashtags. So the board is being drawn. I think it may be best to, instead of having empty characters, we actually put maybe a star. Let's try a star. That's pretty small. So I'm gonna replace this with this. I know there's a replace all function. I'm just way too lazy to hit that button. Okay, so let's try it. Oh wait, I gotta compile. And there we go. And test. And okay, that looks good. That looks good to me. So let's put a P for powered right here. And compile. And as you notice, because we cannot optimize the list, sorry, the array, what do you call it? The array instantiation, maybe? I don't know what you call it. It's getting less and less good at compiling it quickly. So, okay, so that doesn't look too bad. Maybe we should use dashes. I think dashes may be better. I'm trying to think of something that doesn't have a lot of space to it, but isn't completely empty. A period. That actually might be the best bet, because that tells you that the board is being drawn, but it's, not just nothing. So let's do, where's replace all? Here we go. Oh crap. Oh no, what have I done? Um, so we want to take this, and I guess I need to do, where is it? Is it whole word? Oh, I have regex on. Ah, that was the issue. Okay, so replace all. Here we go. Okay. Compile, test. That doesn't look bad. That looks pretty good. And let's see. So now, if what am I doing? Okay, so I need a function that will say for every powered bit, check its neighbors, and then update them depending on what they are. And then, make that just a wire again. So that's, I think, what I'm going to do. I think I should have a last one. So I think when it gets to the edge here, and none of its neighbors are... Okay, so like if it has, so like let's start here, right? And if it has no neighbor here, no neighbor here, no neighbor here, and one neighbor here, then it can conclude that the direction of the wire is this way, up and down, right? And so let's just say this signal travels this way and then goes this way and then hits the end. I think maybe it should like spew a little spark at the end kind of thing, right? So let's do that. And let's just have S for spark. Spark. And so that way, there can be power in a spot, but there could be no there could be no wire being put back. And that way we don't have to store a lot of information per cell. So let's do define, and we're going to say, let's have, okay, how do I want to do this? Let's just call it update, I guess. And same as draw board, we're gonna just copy and paste. And this time we're going to need 2 for loops. We're going to need this one here, and we'll call this X. And whoops. Then we'll need this one again, we'll call it Y. Okay? And then we're going to need to count the neighbors. Now, this is annoying. I'm trying to think if there's a better way to do this than I have been doing this. We could define a max and min function. I think I'm going to do a check left, check right, and all that. So I'm going to have define check left. We're going to get the board. And then we're going to need the X and Y position. So these are all going to be I32s. And this is going to give the result. So this will be a char. So what we'll need here is we're going to say, we need to check the edges. Like if we're on the edge, then we can't check left, right? So if we're on the left edge, you can't go any further. So you don't want to do that. So we'll say if X is, let's say, less than or equal to 0, then we're just going to return, and we're just going to say it's empty. Because if it's empty, we're not going to do anything anyway. Maybe we should define something as invalid, but I don't want to, like, we already have a bunch of, like, magic numbers or magic values, whatever you want to call them, but, so, I don't know, it's up to you. So, I could use else, that would work. I'm going to use else on this one, and then not on the next one. And if both of them compile, then I'll write it the correct way, but if one of them fails to compile, I'll fix the bug in my compiler. It should compile. Unless I mess something up recently, then it should compile just fine. So we're going to return, we're going to go board, and we're going to go to the x minus 1 and the y, and that's what we're going to do. So we're gonna compile this. You're gonna steal my soul. That's so mean. So it takes about a tenth of a second to compile. No big deal at all. So that's good. And then right here, I'm just gonna print the result of check left. And I'll run the update function here. So that's what I'm gonna do. So we'll put board, and then we're going to have X and Y. Right, okay. And we'll print it. Actually, I'm not even printing it. I'm being dumb. We want to do this. Okay. So let's test. Oh, missing semicolon. Where? Right here. Okay, yes, I am missing a semicolon. I'm so used to Python. Was never defined. Check left. It's right here. I32, I32. Oh, because it's a double reference is what it thinks it is. That is a bug. Um, that is a bug. Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to have double, like, you're not supposed to have pointers to pointers. That is a bug. See, that's why I'm writing this, is so I'm going to put to do fix double pointer issue. So this is exactly why I'm writing this example. So if I run this, oh boy. Wow. Mismatching archetypes. That's incredible that I've managed to... Okay, so instead of doing what I did, I'm gonna have temp equal... Actually, I need to define that it is a char 8, 8. It's a char array, or it's a char array. See, that's hard to say. Why would I say that? And that's just gonna equal board, and that should dereference it, and then I can reference temp. See, that works. That's a bug though. That is a huge bug. Fix, or sorry, to do fix so I don't have to do this. And we'll figure out what the bug was. See. And okay, so here we get all the results, and it looks correct. Okay, so basically, what am I doing? So we're gonna write check right, check up, and check down. I think that's gonna be the easiest way to not think about what I'm doing very hard and write the most boilerplate, as you totally always want to do. So we're gonna do check right, and for right we're gonna add, and so now we're gonna check the y, which in actuality I don't need to pass in both numbers. It's actually probably stupid. So let's see. Let's do, so up would be negative, down would be positive. What I also am realizing is that I actually want to check if this is greater than or equal to 8. This is the same. This is plus. Okay. So that should do it for that. And now I actually have to... I'm going to comment this line out. And now... I'm going to have... define... get new. And this is going to get what the... So, like, given a character, what should it be after it updates? That's what this is gonna do. So I'm gonna have this be... Let me think. Like seriously, I'm actually trying to think. I lost what I was doing. Original. Let's just original. There we go. And this is going to be a char, and this is going to return a new char based on what we think it should be. So we're gonna say, I do this logic manually. It's really cringe. I know. So we'll do if original. Now, I actually don't know if the equal operator even works here. Now, considering a char is just a 8-bit integer, this should work. In theory. In theory. So if it's going to be equal to powered, then afterwards, I think I may be able to... No. I don't ever think I added that functionality correctly, so we gotta do this. Plus, I think if I do the elif, actually, it doesn't matter, does it? Because it just returns, so... It doesn't matter, but okay. If it's powered, we'll make it a wire. Else if, and then we're gonna say original equals, and we're gonna say if it equals a wire. Oh, I needed to know what its neighbors were. That's right. So I need left char, right char, up char, down char. That's a lot. What I'll do is I'll just, whoops, I'll go like this. That doesn't look right for a lot of reasons. So let me think about what I do here. So, if it's a wire, we're gonna say if left equals powered. Actually, it's if any of the things around it are powered, then it wants to activate. So I'm gonna just write condition, just and I'm gonna say left equals powered or right equals powered or up equals powered or down equals powered. And then I'm just gonna put condition right here. Okay? If this is true, then we're going to return that the new one should be powered. So, and then lastly, else if, actually I guess this isn't lastly, because there's spark, right? So if it's a spark, then it should be empty. And so we're about to write the one that'll give us a spark. So I should also do else if, original equals spark, right? So in that case, the last case, we're gonna return. And I guess, you know, spark, return, and then we're gonna return empty. So if I didn't put that, if I had another condition, now I know personally all of these conditions will be true. At compile time, there is no way for it to know other than, oh yeah, I trust you. But my compiler will not do that because that could generate a bunch of bugs. All functions have to return. If they don't, you got problems, like a lot of them. Okay, so this, we're gonna write this. So, else if, and then we need to see if it's empty. If original equals empty, what are we gonna do? We are going to, we're gonna instead, so we're gonna check, like, are these wires, right? So, actually, you know what? We're actually just gonna check if any of these are powered. So basically, gonna use the exact same code, but instead of this, we're gonna put a spark. We could actually do a. We could have a function called check neighbors powered, and that could actually be a good way. So we're gonna do define check neighbors powered, and this is like before going to take a bunch of a bunch of chars, and it is then going to output a boolean, right? Whoops. So this has really bad language support, I will be honest with you. So basically, whoops, where our, oh god. This has terrible language support. And then we return the condition. And that should be good to go. So then we basically just say if check neighbors powered left, right, up, down. It's quite a long line, but it'll be fine. Yeah, that should be good. So then we are going to say that board at x, y is equal to, and we are going to make another couple temp variables. We're going to have left equals, right equals, up equals, and down equals. And so then we're going to have the functions check left, check right, check up. Shite, keep doing that. Check down. And we need to fill in all of this. Okay, and so then here we're going to say that we want to have get new, and original is going to actually just be board XY, and then it's going to be left, right, up, down. So that should do that for us. That should be good. Let's see, does this compile? It does not compile. Oh no. This is actually a... Okay, this is an interesting one. Like, actually, this is interesting. Haven't encountered this. I'm wondering what line this happens on. So, IDX. This is not a thing I did. I didn't do this. That's good. That's not me. That's not... Okay, good. I just need to make sure. This isn't me, actually. This is... Oh, and no, this is RPLY. Yeah, so that's not anything I did. But where is this coming from? So I'm wondering if it could be this, right? I don't think there should be tabs here. Let's try removing some of the white space. I don't think this thing expects to deal with white space very much. Line number is 42. I just realized. 42. There's a slash. Really? Oh my gosh. Okay, so what I should do is anytime there's a lexing error like that, I should catch it, and I should put syntax error on line whatever, character whatever. So that's what I should do. So at the top here, I'll put to do add syntax error message for RPLY lecture errors. That is something I really should have done. Okay. That compiled, and in a tenth of a second again. So, we wrote a couple hundred lines, and it really hasn't changed in compile time. I'm very happy with that. I feel like this is better than the Rust compiler. I'm kidding, by the way. Don't fight me. Invalid index. So this is a runtime error. So what have I done? So array board line 65. So that's this one. Oh, because we're doing check up here, and right. This needs to be +1 here. This needs to be -1 here. That is my bad. No, whoops. There we go. Index of board. So that's my bad. So 57 here +1. So that should have. I just realized these need to be 7. Good. So that's looking good to me. And after we do the update, let's draw the board one more time. That's very rude. Let's try this again. And there are a lot of sparks, which means I messed up a little. And I don't know how I did. Because I'm passing in a whole board. No, that's what you're supposed to do though, right? So, let's try it again. For loops are for nerds, by the way. We don't use this here. Weird. What have I done? So what's bad about this is I can't always tell that this is me doing it or it's thing being dumb. So here, I mean that's what you'd expect, right? So this takes left, right, up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right, up, down. So, hmm. This is weird. So I'm gonna move the powered thing to just, and I'm gonna have it be a spark. Actually, no, I didn't add a rule for sparks to jump. That should be a thing, probably. So, doing this, that propagates. So I realized, right? I know what's happening. So I don't know why this is happening. These out here shouldn't do that, but I do know why it's not. It's not doing everything correctly. And that is the simple fact that I am cringe. Okay, so we're gonna have to put a new board, and this is going to equal just the empty cell times 8, and then that times 8. So that is an 8 by 8 array of that thing. So I want to write to the new board and read from the old one, right? And then at the end, I'm going to say that the old board equals the new board. So that should be good. And this doesn't need to be allocated every single time, right? That's actually probably a very bad thing that it would do that. This needs to happen once. I wonder if that temp thing was even messing with it. I wouldn't know. Ooh, interesting. So, what have I done? Weird. I actually don't know what that issue is. What is argument? Oh. I know what happened. Right. Can I actually do storage? So I don't think this has a dot pointer. That okay, I think I could fix that now, actually. I think now that I'm thinking about it, I think I could fix that. We go to reference. Get pointer has dot get pointer. Right. So when we do assignment. It expects me to assign a new pointer to that variable. Maybe I should have a dereference operator. Or do automatic dereferencing when doing storage to a... You know, that could be helpful. That... So, okay, what we'll do instead is we will output our new char 8x8 array. Sorry, 8x8 char array. That's probably the better way of saying it, right? Yeah, probably. And we will return the new board. And then in here, we will say that board equals update board. This is the not fun way of doing it, and requires much more data to just be passed around willy-nilly. I don't like doing that. That's cringe, really. There we go. So that compiled, same amount of time as before. 30 megabytes of memory to do that. That's ridiculous. But it's doing the same thing again. Weird. So that's so weird. Like actually, that's so I'm changing the original equal to this. Is this like a checking a false condition, or are these just always true somehow? There's a lot wrong with my programming language. See, this should work, but it doesn't. That's a problem, and I don't know how to fix it. So we always return this. Okay. I don't know why that would be happening. I'm gonna be so honest with you. What? Oh. Why does this happen? I think what I should do, right, just temporarily, is in this condition, I print the output of this? This is going to be a very bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. There's a bunch of zeros. And then some S's. Uh, it's true a total of 3 times, but if you look at it, it's everything becomes an S. And I don't know why. And I don't know, again, if it's my compiler or not. That's not good. Something is definitely wrong. So I think what I should do is print X and print Y as we go through. No, it's definitely counting. It looks correct. Because what should happen is not this. Like, it shouldn't just all revert. It should check its neighbors, check what the values of its neighbors are, and then, oh yeah, hi, by the way, I don't know if I said hi. I saw you in the chat. Check its neighbors. If its neighbors are a certain thing and it's a certain thing, then it should do that. So basically, you know, you got this here. Check all of its neighbors, check if they're power. Actually, it'll start out like this, you know. This one will check its neighbors. None of its neighbors are powered, so it just says nope. And then, you know, same thing all across the board, but it's not doing that. What happens if I turn this into like an AND condition? I wonder. This is gonna break everything. But I'm curious. It does the same thing. It's just printing opposites. That does not make sense to me. I will be 100% honest. That is confusing. Why would it do that? There's some memory bug going on here. But where is it? Would you want to look through this to find it? It's always indexing at the same spot. Like when it's saving? Why would it do that? I'm unbelievably confused. I'm gonna try this. What? Why would it do that? See, like, if you look at this, nothing. It shouldn't do that at all, right? You think? I need to have a little look-see. Oh. Semicolon. The zeros are still printing. Why would that happen? Are if conditions like reversed? Or have I done something stupid? Or is the equal operator on chars just not good? So I'm gonna reverse this condition. And if that works, I'm gonna be a little mad. It didn't work. See, that shouldn't do that. It's instead of else, I'm just going to use if. Oops. No. Stop. I think that may... I really kind of confused what I did. No, that would not work. There. Because this could mean there's a serious bug somewhere. What is the issue? I'm so confused. Why is it doing this? Because now I have and as the condition. Or like I changed like everything and it's still not working. That's different. That is very different. That's good. I like different. It's so broken. There wasn't always a return type. That's the issue. There was not always a return. It wasn't picking that up correctly. That's not good. So I need to make a change. That's actually extremely important change that needs to be made. I have to do it in one of the like worst files. This one. I don't like it. It makes me sad to look at. So validate return. Oh no! I don't need to edit this. I need to edit the crap. I need to edit if statements. Actually, specifically if else. I need to make sure both have a return. I thought, wait, I'm doing that though, aren't I? Did I do a stupid somewhere? Like if I... Actually, no, I want nothing in here. That should, yeah. Function random test has no guaranteed return. Ensure that at least one return statement is reachable. Um, this would be bad. This should also error. It does error. It's a terrible error message, by the way. Don't ever. This should now error. It does not error. See, I knew it. So why does that happen? So in a regular if statement, God, this code is just garbage, like actual trash. Um, we check. No, we don't do any checks. We basically just see, was the return statement before this? And if yes, then just, you know, sure that the return is still reachable, right? Yeah, we just say, yeah, there's a return. It's still there. For an else statement, you know, I'm actually really confused. Um, I'm so fucking confused. No. Ugh. Okay. Uh, what's what's the issue here? I actually don't get it. What did I do wrong? Oh no. Okay, so we said function that has return, right? Oh, I get it. We're just checking if this one or this one has a return. Not if both have a return. In which case, that's what needs to happen, is that both conditions need a return. So, if returns equals false and else returns equals false. So what we do is we go like this, and we do this. And then what's weird about this? It shouldn't. So we're gonna do if returns and else returns. So we're then gonna say that we're gonna put this here. This could just be bad code. Ooh. Oh, I see. That should not compile. I figured it out. That's stupid. Wait, what was... this is happening before the other one. So if it's a return statement, then it overrides what this one is doing. That's the actual issue. That is so stupid and hard to see. But it's still wrong. What? I think I should just do this, regardless, right? Yeah. Oh, but check left. Why is check left broken? What? Right. That's true. Oh, my back. Okay. Maybe I should go back to what I was doing before. If returns. Shite. Oh. Uh, this is happening. I guess I don't even really care about the previous state because as long as both have a return, then I'm good. Oh, right. Well, again, that shouldn't compile, but not at that, like, wait, what am I saying? It shouldn't compile at that point, but not what it was doing before. There we go. That's good. All right. That's the result I wanted. That's not the result I wanted there. So, I mean, that doesn't work. Um, this doesn't return properly. So if we go to the if statement, this one should always do this. Let me have it on the outside, all right? Shite. Why would that happen? Why would that happen? Okay, so these are all if conditions. Oh, because this always does have a return. If none of these happen, then it's a dot. When I was using else, there was no guaranteed return. Let's try that again. All right, let's just see what happens if I revert it back. Oh, oh boy. Oh my. Oh gosh, what? Ah, that's right. That's right. No, no, no. How did I even make this mistake? Inner statement. Yield object. It's not a block, though. That's right. I guess I never tested that. How did it even... Oh, shit. How did it even get to this point? Definitely something wrong here. This is exactly what I expected to happen, though. Kind of glad it did. Because, well, I mean, the whole point was I want to debug, so I'm gonna debug. How did I get here? I'm always printing the if block. I don't know what I expected. Hmm. Why would that do that? Why would that do that? Why? What the hell are they doing out there? Okay, this is probably really boring. I'm just trying to think. Why would I return? Yeah. Oh, okay. Just hold on. Thank you. I'll be right back. I just realized my mic has not been on. Sorry about that. I have to write my own if thing. I figured out why it's happening. Uh, I know. A big fun live stream. Wow. Uh, so how do I do this? I need a conditional jump. This is basically the code for a loop. Let me get a for loop. Oh gosh. Oh no. What does it look like in the LVMIR? If and end if. Okay, that's what they're called. Oh, whoops. If statement and if. And I'm just gonna call this if and if body. So then the same way I do, and I closed it like an idiot. Same way I do the for loop, which is I do the condition. Um, Actually, I want to do this like the while loop. While loop is simpler and what I actually want to do. Oh, I actually already evaluate the condition. I guess those make sense. All right. Then I need the jump back logic. Oh, hold on. Okay, now we gotta do something similar here. All right. Okay, so basically it's the exact same thing as before. But instead of to if end, we go to the else body, and we do this. Then we basically just do it again. Well, we started at the else body. Remove this. Like this. Copy this. I will clean this code up in a minute, by the way. I'm not going to leave it just awful like this. So that should do it. I forgot to copy this line. Really? I also forgot to position the cursor. Um, Weird. That's what? Ah, wait. Which line is staring? What? Last instruction doesn't do what I think it does. I have this labeled somewhere, don't I? What does ended do? Basically, okay, so the return type is not void in the function. Last instruction is true. Why? Does is last instruction not what I think it is? I want dot ended. Oh man. This is happening in if else statement. That's actually good. And that's because I've done this. Shit. I mean, oops. What's the issue? What's the issue? What does a while loop do? It just evaluates the entire block, which, okay, so when I, that's why. That is why. Okay. How do I do this? Go to the block node, and when I iterate through it, it does not do the same thing as when I'm not. Okay. This is what I need to change. So, container nodes take the iter method, steal it, and then we copy it in. And we basically just do what's in here. So we take this as statement. We take this, and then we steal this, and we yield from it. And then we yield this. Okay, actually, I guess we can't do this part. Just fine. What's the issue here? Why would that not work? False. Wait. What? Why would that do that? What am I printing in here? How am I getting the module? Okay, so I need to do it on self. Sorry, function.module.module. There we go. Get new has entry. Why are these all empty? Okay. Else doesn't have any code in it. Why? We positioned at the else body. Is it this? So this hasn't been populated yet. Cause right. Because I pop the stack after this. Okay. Right. You want to make sure that if ended is false. That's good. Really sorry. This is probably super boring for all of you. It's just really hard for me to think and commentate, especially because I just don't normally do that. Um, Right. We need to set that. Hold on. What? Oh, that's not good. Oh wait, no, I don't want to do that. I think I'm gonna end the stream so I can figure this out without feeling pressured to speak. Because I'm not doing that. I'm not actually speaking or doing a very good job streaming, so I'm not gonna pretend like I am. So I will, I don't know, do another stream another time, but for now I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Join the Discord if you want to know more.